Will from Apple One-to-One. Thank you very much for joining me for this great video. Today we're going to go over how I created a Disney itinerary or a Disney vacation using Apple reminders that I shared with my family, and that everyone in this list has this on their devices themselves, so everyone knows where everyone's going to be. We're going away for a week with my family, my sister, my grandparents, so it's going to be a group of 9 people here, and I thought this would be a great way to show what we're doing and to give you an idea how you can create this yourself on your own device. If you want to follow me, by the way, for my trip, I'm going away April 5th of this year, so you can go check out WV Productions NJ. That is my personal Instagram, and you can check out how the trip's going and all the cool things that we're going to be doing. I know there's a lot of Disney fans, a lot of people go to Orlando, especially big trips like this, and I think using your personal devices is a great way to do this. So we have the flight, we have the information of who's going on that flight, which is myself, my wife, and my son, along with my parents are going on this flight. We're showing what our airline is as well as where we're flying out of. And then with Sunday, we have our restaurant reservations here. So everything is laid out there as well for the time frame. We also put the date and time there, where we're going. So we're going to T-Rex Cafe, Disney Boardwalk. Then Monday, we're all going to the same park. You can see everyone is there, as well as our individual reservations. We're doing our own thing sometimes, so it's good to lay this out and kind of see how it looks. Then we have Tuesday. Again, we're actually doing our own separate thing. Like I'm going to Hollywood Studios while my family is going to Universal Studios, so we're separating that day. But it's good to know like what we're doing throughout the day. And I think it's a great way to kind of iron that out. And we have names, as you can see, for each one. And we're going to go over how I made this in a second. Wednesday, right now, we're going to Splitville. We have that set up there. Thursday, Magic Kingdom, and our reservation time for Crystal Palace. And then we have our one item we're doing on Friday, which is, not everyone's a part of that. And then our flight home, which has our flight information. So I'm going to talk about how I created this so everyone can see that. All right, so what we're going to do is on the bottom right corner of iOS 18, we're going to hit Add List. This is going to create a new list, and if you have multiple accounts set up, you're just going to choose your account. For list name, we're going to call this Disney Test. For list type, we're just going to do our standard list here. We're going to do blue, and then down here they have a whole bunch of different icons down here. You could choose like flight, like because it's a vacation, so I'm using flight. We could do different colors on here. There are template options, by the way. If you ever want to do this in the future, you could save a template going forward. That way you don't have to always keep doing this for every trip. That wouldn't be a bad idea. So I'm using the airplane as our list, and we're going to hit done, and we're going to have a blank list here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create sections. Sections is how I had the Saturday, Sunday, Monday laid out. So up on the top right corner, I'm going to hit new section, and I'm going to call it Saturday, and then I'm going to hit done, and now you can see we have the one item there. We're going to create another new section. This time it now says manage sections, and we're going to hit new, and we're going to call it Monday. And we'll do one more day just to make this easy, and then we'll go to manage sections again, new section, and we'll call it Tuesday. And I'm just going to create a shorter version of what I created. Okay, so now we have that laid out. We're going to go to Saturday, and I did the flight information. So what I'm doing is like leaving for Orlando. And then under add note, what I did was you could use this for anything that you want. But in this case, I used it to put our names down. So I put our names in here. I didn't tag them or anything. Like I didn't do like the @ and do like names or anything. I don't even think that even works. It was really just so you can have, the name of the family. So we can call this family 1 in this case. And then under the I is where you can add more information. Now you could put a URL there. So if something you're doing is adding a part of that, we're going to put the date down, and we're leaving April 5th. So I'm going to put that in there. The time, you could put the flight time in there if you wanted to. I didn't do that in my case, but you could do that. And then you have more things like priority. You could do tagging. Location is what I did do. And I'm going to just tap on the I, and I'm going to put in FPL, because that's where we're flying out of, Philadelphia International Airport, and then I'm going to hit done. So now it has all that information in there for that date. Let's now go to Monday. So we're going to put down we're going to Disney Springs, and then I'm just going to write everyone, hit the I, and then we're going to do the date. I always put the date down just because, maybe you don't necessarily have to do that. And then the time that we're all going to do that, let's say we're going at 2 p.m., And then location, we're going to hit the I, and then I'm going to put down Disney Springs. And there it is. And there we go. And we're done. And now that puts that there for everyone. What's good about this too is that if you just, what's great about this is that if you wanted to tap on it, I guess it just kind of helps you get directions going. But you can see now I could just minus down those items here. And we'll do one more item for this one. Let's say we're doing multiple in one day. So we'll say we're going to Epcot. And then we'll put family 1. Hit the I, and you kind of get the idea now what we're doing here. Let's go to Tuesday. We're not going to put a time down. Let's say we're just going to do location, and we'll do I. We'll type in Epcot. There it is. Done. And then we're going to do, let's say another family is going to Magic Kingdom. So we'll put Magic Kingdom. And we'll put family 2. And then go to the I. Date, same day. So we're going to do this on the Tuesday the 8th. And then we're going to go to location. Magic Kingdom. Spelling is important, everybody. Just make sure you're aware of that. There we go. All right. Now, there are other options here. What you could do when messaging, you could choose a person. Selecting this will show the reminder notification when chatting with a person in messages. So this could be valuable with your, people you're going with if you wanted to do that. So this is pretty much how it's broken down. Now, if you want to share it, on the top right here, you hit the share button, and then what that does, it allows you to send the message to the person. And you can see this is a collaboration, so people can invite and add others, which I would do. And then under messages, you would send it out as a message. I'm going to go to my actual Disney list here, and you can see that I have like a little check mark on the top. If I tap it, I'm not going to tap it because then it'll show my family's information, but you can see that there will be a bunch of people up there who are joined on this list, and they can add to this list. What I want to do now is show you on the macOS side, just so that you can see that as well. So we're here now on the Disney list here for my stuff. Now you can see on the bottom here, the list I created before has already shown up on my Mac. So everything we just did is now here, including all the sections, including everything. I do find it easier on the Mac side to add stuff to this because I think it's a little bit easier. Like if I go to the Disney test we just created, I find it easier on here to do this. So I'm going to hit add new section. It was a little bit quicker, and we'll put Wednesday, and then I will just go here. I'll put down, we're going to Hollywood Studios. I can add the notes. Family 2 is going. And then location. It's a little bit easier here because I had to go through a bunch of steps to get to it, but I could just now just start typing. It makes it really easier on the Mac side. Hollywood Studios to do that. So we'll do Disney Hollywood Studios, and then the date. Again, I find it a little easier on the Mac to do this than I did on doing it on iOS personally. But then I can go and do the I, and then you could do all the same things that we just went through on there. You could do arriving and leaving too, so that would also help, like if you're leaving at a certain time. I thought this was a great way to show people how we're doing an itinerary. And again, just kind of look at this list and kind of see how I did it, how I broke it down. It's a really nice way to create something here for your trips, and I hope that you guys can learn something from that and use it for other vacations other than just Disney. But I think it's a really good tutorial for helping you out, and you could come up with your own method. There are other ways of doing it. You could probably go and do notes, but I find it here broken down a little bit easier, and everyone could see it broken up. So if you have any questions or anything, please join us below, and you can write the comments or anything you want to add that might be more helpful than what I talked about. It would be great. Thank you very much, everyone, and I love every single one of you.